Hey lovely people, how are you all? I hope everybody is wonderful as usual. I welcome everybody to this amazing session on letter writing because this forms a very important and significant amount of weightage in your class 12 board examination, guys. So I hope everybody is buckled up for the session and so excited to delve deep into knowing so many important hacks, tips and tricks to ace this particular section in your boards as well. So with this beautiful thought, I really welcome everyone present over here. Here we have Fiza, here we have Wadepeli Nithin and many others. How is everyone, guys? I hope you people are doing wonderful, right? So today we are going to explore, we are going to decode the best tips and tricks to ace writing section, because in your exam, in your board examination, this is very important section, and actually there are certain parameters, there are certain grounds on which you are being assessed. Here the examiner checks your writing skills, your concentration, your clarity, your accuracy, your logical presentation, your communication, written communication skills as well. So in order to ace and in order to make those marks short in your English examination, guys, so today this session is exclusively for all the 12th graders out there. So one more request I would like to make over here before we begin this particular session, guys. So please keep a notebook and a pen in hand to jot down all important pointers of this session, because today I'm going to teach you the right way of writing the format, or you may call it the layout of letters, because under letter writing there comes three different kind of things. There come three different kinds of composition. There comes three different kind of letters basically. One is letter to editor, second is invitation and reply, and then we have thirdly job application along with CV as well. So I hope now by the end of this class, my objective is to make you a pro in letter writing, right? And by the end of this class, I really hope that you would not have any single problem in writing any kind of letters, right people? So now we are going to be decoding and all, right? So I'm going to tell you the class flow, what we are going to discuss and in what will be the sequence of all the things, right? So we would be discussing the format and everything related to letter to editor. I'll be telling you important format as well. I'll be discussing you over certain things, over common errors which students actually make, right? Common errors which students actually make sometimes. And I'll be telling you the ways to avoid it as well. Secondly, we would be discussing job application as well. And thirdly, we would also be discussing invitation along with its reply. Let's suppose you are writing an invitation to somebody, to your near and dear ones in a non-informal manner, or on the other hand, you are writing it to a formal person, right? So there are two ways of writing it, and we would be discussing the both of those two types and along with its reply as well. And then I would be telling you all the important pointers, all the important themes related. It's like what are those important themes on which the questions may be asked in your papers as well. So I hope once again everybody is ready for the session. So be ready for the same, because after this your perspective towards letter writing is totally gonna change, right? I assure you this thing, guys. Now the very first type is letter writing, in which we would be learning how to write a letter to the editor from the very scratch. Okay, this is for all those students who still find writing letter to editor still difficult, right? To all those, this is just actually very difficult and they are not able to understand what is to be written, how the content is to be planned, right? I'll be telling you everything right from the basics, guys. Okay, so be ready for the same. So letter to the editor itself is very simplest, and it's very simple, and we have been just practicing it, right, since even you were a 10th grader as well. Even in class 10 there was the topic as a part of your syllabus, and in 12th also this is the topic that has been given. So along with this, let me tell you first of all that writing letters is actually a very fantastic way of expressing yourself, right? Of expressing yourself and to keep your mind actually fresh and actually active, because it sharpens your memory, it sharpens your concentration, and definitely you become pro. You become so proactive in your communication skills as well, right? While it comes to communicating with other people, or while if we talk about written communication as well, so if you know how to write a letter effectively, if you know how to write a letter with full accuracy, will definitely leaves a lasting impression on to whomsoever you are writing, will definitely leave a lasting impression to your addressee as well, isn't it, people? So likewise, we are going to decode it. And there is a special format of each kind of letter, be it a job application, be it a formal letter of letter to the editor, or be it a job application and its reply as well. Okay, people. So I hope now you people are ready to delve deep into all three kinds. So be it any kind of letter. Okay, people. So one thing that you need to remember over here, it says that no matter whatever the type of letter you are writing, right, or whatever the type of letter has been asked in your paper, be polite in your tone, polite and formal. Formal in case while we are talking about job application, while we are talking about letter to editor, right? But not to be so formal in the case if somebody is asking you to write an invite to your friend. Okay, that depends upon your bonding with the person. Write in a simple, concise, and straightforward style. Do not just, beat around the bush. You are not supposed to go round and round and round about it, right? Be very straightforward, be very clear in whatever you write, people. Next, start by describing the purpose of your writing. Let's suppose you are being asked to write something, you are being asked to write a letter to the editor on the growing number of or increasing number of road accidents. So instead of beating around the bush, instead of just, going round and round about it, instead of just, exaggerating the topic, just write precisely, write on point what the topic is, why you are writing it, why you want, what is your purpose of writing to the editor, and why, in what manner you want to create that awareness through that letter, right, people? Like that. Then provide evidence in support of your views. That's a plus, that's a bonus. If you have your evidences in hand, if you have some proof to validate your point, you should always mention that, right? So in support of your views, include necessary references, data, statistics, anything that you have. If there is any such topic which is based on a bar graph, if there is any such topic which asks you to make a comparison in the last few years, so definitely if you have the evidences ready, if you have the comparison, and if you have the distinction ready, that will definitely help you out in adding more weightage to it, isn't it? So this way the examiner would also come to know that you actually have analyzed it very well, you actually could comprehend it very well, and you could just, based on your analysis of the given data, you could comprehend it, and then you can write it better with full conscious and with full clarity as well. Okay, people, so that you need to understand over here. Now, conclude with a hope and an appeal. Always conclude your letter with a positive hope. It's like, I hope my views would act as an eye-opener, like that. My hope would stir the societies. Never ever conclude your letter on any negative thought, right, people? Or a warning or a suggestion. Try to just, conclude it either with an appeal, a hope, or a suggestion as well, right? As required. Stick to the word limit. This is the one of the most important thing. It's like there are two kinds of students. The one who keeps on writing, forgetting the word limit, and the one who could not think of any other words while writing. So you have to stick to the word limit. The examiner is not at all interested in your page count, right? So it's better, it will be the best thing for you to stick to the word limit whenever you are writing any kind of letters, right? Proofread your letter and check it for accuracy of vocabulary, grammar, and paragraphing. This has been advised. This just, every teacher will keep on advising you, right, every time you begin to write a letter till the very last day of your examination. The whole year the teacher keeps you advising on all these pointers. It's like proofread, proofread, proofread. Even in your home examination, your PTs, your UTs, your pre-boards, and everything, the teacher always keeps you instructing to check, to proofread your letter, to proofread whatever you have written in a particular thing, so that you can just, when you revise your paper, why those last 10 minutes are being given to you for revision, so that you can check your paper, so that you can check for any spelling error, so that you can check for any grammatical issue, for that you can check for any overwriting as well, isn't it? So that's why I hope these things are absolutely clear. Now guys, we are going to discuss one of the most important thing, because you have the marks of layout, you have the marks of format in your paper that you receive. Layout, or you may call it format. So, and as I told you, I would be discussing everything right from the scratch, keeping in mind that even if just as if nobody understands how to write a letter, right? So please, even if you started today, right, even if you don't know anything till now, आपको अभी तक भी कुछ नहीं आता है, then don't lose hope. This is the best time to just, know and fetch those marks which are actually short, right, for your examination. Sender's address, house number, sector or city. Your sender's address should there be in 2 to 3 lines appropriately. For example, now you have to come to the date. If you write 17th May 2026, or you may write 17th May, even if it should be like 17th. So this TH should be right along with 17, not as a superscript. One more important thing, that this is a date, so it is not to be supposed written in this manner. You are not, come on, you are not going to write any dinak over here, right? This is not to be written this way. Keep this thing in your mind, guys. Whatever the date is, it has to be written properly. Writing date in this particular manner will totally be unacceptable, people. Okay? Okay. Very good evening, Akib. I hope you are absolutely well. Okay, then you have receiver's address, that should be there in 3 lines at least. You write the editor, you write the name of the local daily or the national daily, whatever it is. If it is given, mention that. If it is not given, just you can write any name of the newspaper, right, people? Then you have subject. It has to be very precise. It has to be clear and crisp. It has to be clear and crisp. Okay, people, I hope everybody would remember this thing. Ma'am, on body of letters, my school ma'am told to write only 3 paragraphs. Is that okay to write? Yes, definitely. If you are writing the body part of the letter, right, you have to start with the introductory paragraph being the first paragraph. Then in case of any problem, or if it is based on any serious issue, if it is based on any menace, please mention the causes and effects in a combined manner, right? And then write suggestions. And even if you want to add one more, you can just, write conclusion as well, right? That would be more than enough. Okay, people. Now, salutation, sir or madam. In case, when in doubt, use sir, but don't use these together, right? Don't use these two together. Even if the name of the person is given, just mention, and general sense, we just use, right, you can write sir as well. Note, if not sure about it, always write sir. I have already given you this so that you can just, come to know about it. Next, you have body of the letter, 3 to 5 paragraphs. Why I have told you 3 to 5? It doesn't mean that you are supposed to write only 5 only. It doesn't mean that you will end your paragraph only in 3 paragraphs. No. It can range from 3 to 5, even if you write 4 paragraphs. Now, it depends upon your understanding of the topic. Let's suppose you got a topic in your exam of which you don't know some facts about, right? So in that case, there is a trick to handle that kind of a question so that the examiner would also not feel like as if you know little about it. For example, let's suppose you have got such a topic in which you have little knowledge about, right? So what you should do in that case, let's suppose you have started with an introductory paragraph, the very first one, and then what you can do, you can combine the causes and effects and then put them in the second paragraph, and in the third one you can put some suggestions. And what are the suggestions? Suggestions will always be the contrary of causes. Whatever the causes of the topics are will be opposite of the suggestions. So this is this is the best thing, I would say, right? I would also tell you how to apply this trick as well. Main content, the causes and effects, and conclusion, suggestions as well. And then we write yours truly, right? Yours truly. One more important thing, guys, you are not supposed to write this as T as capital over here, right? This T has to be small. Your signature, your name. Don't write your own name. If the question has given you a name, a specified name, right, use that only. But if there is no name in the question given, if there is no name of the newspaper in the question given, you can use a fictitious name or you can use an imaginary name. That is completely your call. Okay, people. Now, with this, I would like to share some of the common errors which students actually make, guys. Okay, which are those common errors that you actually need to focus? For example, I have to write my address. Let's suppose if I write Saket Colony, New Delhi. Okay, people? Can you spot the error over here? Some of the students don't think about while writing the letter. So this has to be capital. This has to be capital. It has to be D. It has to be capital, right, people? Then another common error is regarding the date. What if you write it like this, 27th 06 or 27? That is totally incorrect, right? So the best way is to write it. This is totally incorrect. The best way to write it is 27 May 2026, or you can write May 27, 2026, like that. One more important thing, while you are putting salutation or subject has to be very crisp in just, approximately in 6 words you can write. Not more than that, right? Approximately in 6 words, approximately. Okay, people, it should be clear and it should be crisp. It should be short and it should be catchy as well. What does it mean when we write catchy? It means attractive. It means it should be attractive. It should be attention grabbing. Okay, people, you have to remember this thing anyhow. Next, subject. After subject comes salutation. I have already told you, sir or madam. Now, there are some students who write ma'am like this as well. So, writing this ma'am is totally incorrect, guys. Either you write madam, or just write ma'am, right? So, these are the preferences that you actually need to keep in mind. Okay, people, you have to keep this thing in your mind while just writing all these things. Okay? Either write ma'am or just write madam, but don't write M-A-M, ma'am. Okay? Nice, if you have understood. Now, comes the body part. In your body, there should always be an introductory para. There has to be a proper sequence which is to be followed. There has to be a relationship of causes as well. Then there has to be effects as well properly. Then there has to be suggestions as well. And what did I tell you? Your suggestions will be the contrary of, will be the opposite of your causes, right? Will be the opposite. How? I'll be telling you the example as well. Okay, people? Okay, people, I'll be telling you the example as well. This is the best trick that you actually need to take care over here. This is the best trick. Whichever the question, if you just know little causes, if you know just some causes, then you would not have any single problem. Ma'am, what about superscription part? I have told you, Gritha, that you are not supposed to write it this way. You can write it 27th May. 2026, that is not an issue. This is also correct. Both are correct, right? Both are correct, but you are not supposed to write it this way. That you need to take care, right? You are not supposed to write it this way. This is totally incorrect. Totally incorrect. Okay, I hope that's clear. So, I'll be telling you the example how to make opposite of suggestions of that which are opposite of causes as well. Let's suppose you have got some hints. Let's suppose you have got some cues in the question. How you're going to use them as a suggestion, right? How you're going to use that also we would be discussing. So now right now body part is done. Then we write thanking you, right? We write thanking you as well. Then we write yours truly. Now, there are some students who just, make mistakes while writing this. They write it as capital. They write it as capital. This should be small. This has to be small, always. Yours truly, your sign, and then your name or whatever the designation is. Okay, people? And one more important thing, guys, it has to be left aligned. All this has to be, I'll just, remind this thing with you, remind this thing to you. this way, it has to be left aligned. I hope that's absolutely clear to everybody. I am drawing a line over here. It has to be left aligned. You have to take care of this, right? It has to be left aligned. Okay, people, I hope. But ma'am, in my school was usually don't write. No, there is not even a single letter, be it a letter to the editor, be it a job application that is complete without date. There is not even a single letter. Date is mandatory in all kinds. Date is mandatory in all kinds of letters, and you are not supposed to write it this way. Either write May 2027, 2026, or write 26 May or 27 May 2026. Okay, people. Now, I have told you it has to be left aligned. One more thing that you are supposed to keep in mind. Once you are done with the sender's address, leave a line. Once you are done with the date, leave a line. Once you are done with the receiver's address, leave a line. Then once you are done with the salutation and subject, leave a line, and then start the body part, right? So one more thing I would like to just, tell you about the receiver's address here, right? The mistakes, these were the common errors, right? Receiver's address, talking about receiver's address, I will write it here, or I'll write it here itself, right? When it comes to receiver's address, right? It has to be like this. Please remember, guys, it has to be like this. It has to be like the editor. This T should be capital and this TE should be capital. The Times of India. This has to be capital, right? And this has to be capital. This has to be capital and this has to be capital. Okay, people? I hope this is all clear now. Is there any doubt to anyone till whatever we have discussed in the session right now? I hope you have no doubt in the session till now regarding the format of the letter to the editor. What are the common mistakes that students actually make? Okay, people? And I'll be just, presenting some samples as well, which have been asked in the board exams previously. So those questions have been selected for SQPs and previous year papers as well, guys. Okay, people? So I hope that's clear. Now, as a format, sample format, so that you can understand it better. Saket Colony, New Delhi, 7th April 2026, right? The editor, this T is capital, E is capital, this is capital, this is capital, this is capital, right? N is capital, D is capital, there is subject, S is capital, growing addiction to TV amongst school children, right? Sir or ma'am, I have told you either you write ma'am or you write madam, but write one. Okay, people? Right? Then thank you for focusing public. Thank you. Just a hopeful thing at last. Thanking you, yours truly. Now, some students are habitual of writing yours affectionately. Come on, editors is not your relative. Editor is not your relative, right? So then you have your signature, you have name, and in case you have any designation, that you can mention here itself. That you can mention here itself, if you have any such designation. Okay, people, it has to be left aligned, I have told you, and each and every point is to be noted down this way. Okay, so as per the layout, as per the format which is prescribed by CBSE, guys, so this is the full-fledged format that has been presented to you on screen, right? The one that has been shown, because these are the common errors that I was discussing with you people, so that you don't make any errors. And this is the format that has to be followed, right? As I told you about subject, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words are there approximately. So it is clear, it is concise, and it is crisp as well, which would actually grab attention. Right, people? So I hope all clear till this point of time. Do let me know, guys. Do let me know. Okay, people, I hope that's clear now. Next, sample letter to the editor, right? Letter to the editor, we are discussing the sample now. Okay, let's see. Terrorism is no more a local issue. Everybody knows this thing. It's a global concern now. Write a letter to the editor of a leading national daily. So have we been given any name of the newspaper? No. Voicing your issue, voice on the issue. You have to raise your concern. You have to raise your voice on the serious issue of terrorism, right? And how it is just, poses a threat to the society and to the nation as well. Introduce. Now you have been given hints. What more do we need, guys? We have been given some hints as well, right? So introduce yourself and state the purpose of your writing. Introduce, we would be introducing ourselves, and we would be writing the purpose, clear cut, clear purpose, why we are writing that, right? Refer to some recent incidents. Let's suppose if there are any recent incident that you want to report, you can do that as well. List some of the causes, suggest how the problem can be effectively solved. And I told you what are the causes. The suggestions will become the contrary of the causes as well. How we are going to write it? Let's suppose I would be just taking this. Let's suppose I live in Chandni Chowk, right? New Delhi. Let's suppose I have written a date over here now. What is the date, guys? Let's suppose today is 27th May 2026. Okay. Then you have the receiver's address, because no name of the newspaper has been mentioned with us, right? How we are going to write it? You have to leave a line. Remember, I am not leaving it here because we have limited space on screen. You have to leave line, right? You have to leave that line, spacing line. Why I am not leaving? Because we have limited space on screen. Okay, people? And even if it is required, I'll just, require some extra. And please remember that you always start your letter with a fresh page. Don't start it from the right side and then you are turning your page and you are busy in turning that. Don't do that. I'll be telling you this pointer as well, right, people? So now what we are supposed to do, let's suppose I have left a line, then I would be writing the editor. This T has to be capital, this E has to be capital. Let's suppose I write the Times of India, New Delhi, right? Then what do I write? I would be writing subject. I would be writing salutation as well, right? What should be the subject, guys? What should be the subject over here? What should be the subject? Can anyone tell me what should be the subject over here? The subject should be about what? Guys, let me know what you are writing about. You are writing about the what is the meaning of menace now? It means a serious issue. It means a serious problem. So using this vocabulary will definitely make you stand out in just, as compared to other students. Everybody writes and everyone gets marks. But what makes your answers as stand out? Good use of vocabulary, good use of sentences, proper use of sentences. Isn't it like that? So growing menace of terrorism, and you are reporting that, then you have salutation, you write sir or madam, right? Then what do you write? Through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, right? attention, or I would like to, through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities, attention of the towards the growing menace that it doesn't only claim innocent lives. Security as well, isn't it? Now, let's suppose we have written this as an introductory paragraph. This was our introductory paragraph, guys. Okay, what you need to understand, that this was our introductory para. I hope everybody would remember how to write this. This is intro para, right? So now in the next thing, in this second para, let's suppose what you are going to mention, why this issue is happening, causes, isn't it? Poverty is also the issue. Poverty is also the issue. Why this is happening? Why terrorist? Why there is this issue is happening at an alarming rate? Why people are becoming terrorists? Why there is growing terrorism in the world, right? So because lack of check, maybe it is lack of check. Right now you are about to give your suggestions on the same. How you're about to give your suggestions? So you would say awareness campaign should be there. Public awareness should be created. Wherever you feel there is doubt and you are not able to get through the pointers and you are not able to understand anything and the things are not coming in your mind. So definitely remember one more important thing, that just, wherever it is, just, write awareness topic everywhere. Awareness should be there. Counseling should be there, right? Counseling should also be there. Many awareness programs should be there. Employment scheme should be there. Isn't it? Isn't it, people? So you tell me what more pointers can be used in this regard. What more pointers can be used in this regard, guys, while it comes to terrorism? Think about it and let me know. I have already given you an intro. I have already given you the sender's address. I have already given you this receiver's address. I have already given you subject, sir, everything. Now you guys tell me what should be the pointers further. What should be the further pointers? Let me have a sip of water meanwhile. What can be the other pointers, guys? Awareness should be there, counseling program should be there, and what else should be there? Isn't it? Proper checks should be there. Strict action should be taken. Isn't it? National integration should be the point. security program should be there. Isn't it? There should be the proper intervention of the government is there, right? And suggestions. And what would be the effect? This will definitely, talking about the effects, what would be the effects, guys? What would be the effects? It disrupts peace. I have already given you this as in the pointer, right? Right, people? It not only disrupts peace but also affects security of the nation and leads to insecurity among the nation. Isn't it? You have to understand it this way. You have to just inform through you have to inform about your thoughts to the readers to make public aware. Everywhere there should be awareness program should be there, counseling session should be there, strict action should be taken. There should be a collab of schools and colleges as well. Collab of schools and colleges as well. Right? So you have to keep all these pointers in your mind while writing all these things. Okay, people? Next. There is a growing realization that reading as a skill is fast disappearing. Write a letter to the editor of... Now, you notice that there is... Name of the newspaper is already given in 120 to 150 words, expressing your views on the benefits of reading and how reading as a skill should be encouraged. So this is about declining reading habit among students. Support your views with the cues given below. You are Salma or Salim, a concerned parent. So this question was asked. This is very, very important. This was asked in 2023 paper. So this is based on declining reading habit among the students. How you're going to just, write on this. Very, very simple again. Again, very simple. Right? So again, I would say Saket Colony, or you may write any other address, New Delhi. Right, people? Then we have date. Please remember to leave lines. Okay? Then you write date. How you're going to write it? You will write it 27th March, May, whatever, 2027 or 2026, whatever is going on. Then you would write the editor. Then you would write the Hindustan Times. The name of the newspaper is given already in the question itself. The Hindustan Times. Then you will write New Delhi. Then you will write subject. What is the subject, guys? This is decline in reading habits or skills among students. Very simple again. How you are gonna do it, right? You would write sir or ma'am. Let's suppose you have written sir. Again, you would write through the columns of your esteemed newspaper. I would like to know I would like to just, of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the kind attention of the concerned authorities towards, then you can mention your topic this way, towards decline in reading habits among students. So you can write it this way, isn't it? Isn't it, guys? I hope you have absolutely understood this. So Tate Matakpar, it is very important, absolutely. Okay, people. So I hope everybody has understood this. Heartbroken love song. Ma'am, you are Japan without P. What does that mean? Japan without P? What's your name actually? Heartbroken love song. Ma'am, you are Japan without P? P-A-N. without P. Oh my God. Really? Not focusing on the letter, which is really important. My God. Focus here, guys. Okay? Okay? So, I really hope that you have understood this thing. Okay, people? Okay? I love all my students. Okay, I love everyone over here. Oh, great, Pavan. Hi, ma'am. I'm new to your channel. That's great to know. So I hope you would have understood everything till this point of time, right? All right, then. So among students, then what you would write that just reading not only sharpens concentration, but also helps us to write with utmost clarity, right, in the thoughts. So that you can mention in your introductory paragraph as well. It not only sharpens concentration, it also makes our communication skills stronger as well. Okay, people? So much love to everyone, whoever is just, showering much love to me in the class through the comment section. Much love to everyone out there. I hope you really liked it, and I really hope that you have understood everything that is being taught in this session here. Okay, people? Now, as you can easily see it here, again another sample. As I have already told you how to just write it, do you want me to complete it, or would you be able to do it yourself? I have already told you the introductory paragraph. Yes, I will give you the causes and effects as well, so that you may not face any single problem here, guys. Okay, people? Okay, people? I hope completely clear. So what you're going to mention in the effects as well, what you're going to mention in the causes first of all. Causes would be what? Excessive use of mobile phones. Okay. Excess screen time, which has actually hampered your imagination, right? Switch to digital books. Right? And short telling videos as well. Okay? These are the causes, my lovely people. Pavan says, ma'am, you teached on any other channel, ma'am? I remember seeing your video somewhere a year or so ago. Yes, definitely. I teach on different platforms. Here we have our videos on PW Foundation English channel as well. Here on this channel, English medium channel as well. And my videos are also available on PW ICSE 9 and 10 English medium as well. So if as per your level, as per your class, wherever you want to find me, you'll find me across the internet. Okay? So don't worry about that. So these are the causes, and what will be the effects? Your imagination hampers actually, right? What are the effects that you are supposed to mention? Imagination hampers. And absolutely. Low retention. We are not able to retain what we just, read offline, right? That's why. So imagination power hampers, you have low retention power, and then just, you become restless. And studies become totally uninteresting for the people who keep on watching mobile phones and everything like that. So what are the suggestions in this regard, guys? What are the suggestions that should be taken? What you need to mention over here? So whatever will be the opposite of the causes, let's suppose if we talk about, so there has to be just, it has to happen with the cooperation of parents and teachers at school. Again, I would say there would be awareness programs. Proper awareness channel should be created among students. Isn't it, guys? Isn't it? 30 minutes at least mandatory for everybody. Okay, guys, what more do we need? We have already given you some suggestions, effects, and causes. So this will definitely give you an idea. So my name is Manika Pavan. My name is Manika. I hope, and you would be just, watching me across different channels. Don't worry about that. Right? Still, in case you have any single doubt, you can ask me, dear ones. Okay. So I hope this is all absolutely clear. If it is, then do let me know, people. Do let me know. Do let me know, people, if this is absolutely clear to everybody out there. Okay? All clear? All clear? Next. So we have almost discussed 3 topics till now, and now we are on the verge of just, completing and covering our 4th topic over here. So this is based on the very simple topic, that is noise pollution. Okay? That is noise pollution. I keep on giving stars and I keep on assigning stars. That's why my pen is also full of stars, guys. Okay. So now this is based on noise pollution. Let's suppose you're writing a letter to the editor again regarding the topic, right? Increase in noise pollution. What we are going to write. So we have the sender's address over here. We have sender's address. Then we have date properly, then we have editor. We have seen that the first letter of each word is capital. We have the address, we have subject, we have sir or madam, salutation, right? Yes, thank you so much, Pawan, for telling me that if it is absolutely clear. We have sir or madam. I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities towards increase in noise pollution. Again, you have to introduce the topic because it is very harmful for the health as well, because all different types of pollutions are related to each other, right? So it causes irritation to ears as well. Frequent loud noise affects the working efficiency of people and just, cause fatigue among people as well. Okay, people, then you have been given the content, you have been given the body, how to write it. Increase in number of vehicles on the roads, grow fast, just, growth of factories, construction sites as well. Just, produce a lot of noise, right? As a result of which you can go through it. And just one more thing, please keep it in mind, this T has to be small. Right, people? It is not to be capital at all. So read this. So this will give you a better info on this, how to write an effective letter to the editor. I hope everybody must have understood this point really well. We have discussed this point. We have discussed this as well. We have discussed this question as well. We have discussed the previous question as well. I hope everything is clear to everybody out there. Okay, people? Now, we are about to discuss and we are about to uncover the second type of letter which is expected to be asked in your paper this time, and that is invitation and its reply. Now, invitation is itself of 2 kinds, formal and informal as well. How you're supposed to invite somebody or how you're supposed to reply to somebody's invitation, that is our core here. So an invitation is a request or a solicitation. As we always say, there is always a line written on the cards. We solicit your gracious presence in our event, right? So, or in an attempt to get a person or group of people to join you for a special occasion. Let's suppose it's my birthday and I would be inviting some of my friends and I would be inviting them through that one invitation, right? Birthday, housewarming, inauguration, conferences, or any other thing, right? It depends upon the nature, whether it is formal or informal. Then we have this invitation. It is of 2 kinds. First is formal, that another was an informal that we write to our friends or family, right? Or acquaintances. And then we have formal means to a concerned, to an employee to an employer, you can say, right? On a formal ground, right? Be it a school or any other institution. Next, formal invitation, either it is to be printed in supposed or either it is to be written in just form of a card or a formal letter. Now, there are 4 W's that are needed to be kept in mind. What is the purpose? What is the topic? Right? What, when, where, and who is hosting that. If you're inviting, who is hosting? Who, what, when, and where. Remembering all these 4 pointers will make you a pro in writing a wonderful invitation and its reply, guys. Okay, people? So let's see. Right? I have given you this. Why? To just show you. Let's suppose you have been shown, you have this broken line page on the screen, right? So that you are supposed to understand wherever the page is, you are always supposed to start, let's suppose if you're writing your letter to the editor, always start writing from the left side of the page. From the left side of the page. From the left page, guys. Okay? Right? I'm going to tell you this way. Let's suppose this is your answer script. Okay? Although I'm not so good at drawing people. So please forgive me if I draw it badly. I'm not so good at drawing. Let's suppose this is your answer script. So you should always start writing from this page. Right from here. Right? So that even if you get some, even if some 2 to 3 lines are missing, you can start it here. Otherwise, you should always start afresh. Always and always start afresh. Okay, people? Hope you would understand what I mean to say. Even if anything is left, then start with this. Otherwise, no need. Okay, guys? Keep this thing in your mind. Now, format of a formal invitation, right? Again, what we need to focus, sender's address, you have the proper date, you have receiver's address as well, right? You have subject and respected sir. It is a matter of great pride. Now, this is a formal invitation, guys. Formal invitation. It's a matter of great pride to inform everyone that the school is celebrating its 25th annual sports day. What is the topic of concern? For example, right, annual sports day is being celebrated, and that we are going to mention over here. Okay, people, right? So on this day, I have told you what you need to remember. Okay, Pawan is writing here, ma'am, your drawing is much better than mine. Oh, really? Thank you so much. So you have to remember those 4 W's. Who, what, when, where. Right? Who, what, when, where. Now, ma'am, you're drawing okay, thank you. So it's a matter of great pride that our school is celebrating its 25th annual sports day. On 25th September, we have told when, at time, at the school ground. We shall consider it to be a great honor if you could grace the occasion by presiding over the function as the chief guest. So that means you have invited somebody as the chief guest, as a special guest of honor, and then you are inviting them, and definitely you will write it on a formal note. And this definitely you have just written your sincerely, your name and your school as well. Right, people? Hope that's understood at all. So send a formal letter of invitation in about 50 words to Dr. Mehra, addressee. He's our addressee. Noted novelist and educationalist, to speak on the importance of books. It's all about books, books, books everywhere. You are Lena or Sanjay. Secretary, boys will write Sanjay, girls will write Lena, right? Secretary of Literary Club, SS Public School. Mention date, time and venue. The question has itself clarified us what we are going to focus on 4 W's. Right? This question was asked in CBSE 2023, guys. So what you need to pay attention over here, this question is very important. And in case of formal invitation, what type of questions are being asked? Isn't it? So these type of questions are being asked generally. So let me see the answers here. We have written the sender's address. We have written the date. Step by step, we have studied everything from the scratch, people. Right? We have the date. We have just, Dr. Mehra, Mumbai, subject. Right? You need to put spacing over here. Respected sir or madam. Why I have told you. Now, in this, subject has already been mentioned. In the question, you will get subject from the question itself. Right? And talking about salutation, we already know that the person is a male. So we are supposed to put sir. Why I have given you this? So that you can understand that either you are supposed to write sir or madam. We shall be honored if you could grace our occasion, or if you could just, solicit our occasion with your gracious presence. That you can also write. On Teachers' Day at this time, to speak on the importance of books, you are just, inviting somebody as the special guest, and you have just so that the person can speak. Kindly confirm your expected acceptance by this date, because the function is somewhere around, right? This date should be, the date that is to be written here should be prior to the one. Let's suppose you're writing in August and you're writing that somebody, please let me know, maybe the function is on the first, on 7th September or 10th September. So you have to just confirm us about your presence before, on or before 1st September. Okay? Like that. Next thing. Imagine that your school organized its annual prize distribution day on 25th November. Mr. Sachin Tendulkar, the famous cricketer, has agreed to give away the prizes. Draft a formal invitation for the same. Can you imagine, guys, to all the cricket lovers out there? So this way we have planned it, right? So again, the management principal and school of XYZ Public School Jalandhar cordially invite you to their annual prize distribution ceremony. We have just mentioned those core things, right? On Sunday, date, time, Parade Ground School campus, Jalandhar, Kant. Right, Mr. Sachin Tendulkar has agreed to give away the prize. Admit 2 only. Please be seated by 10:30, and you're just giving a formal note in the form of a card. Right, people? Right? So what is the note that is to be followed over here? Any special feature can be added in bracket after venue, like Mr. Yogi Adityanath, Honorable CM of Uttar Pradesh, has consented to be the chief guest. So if there is any additional detail that could be added in the bracket as well. Hope that's clear. Absolutely. Okay, people. Okay. So give me a thumbs up if everything is clear till this point of time, guys. Is everything clear? Is everything clear, guys? The cork of my bottle fell down. Clear all? Next. Imagine that Professor S.V. Gupta wants to invite his relatives and friends at the wedding of his son. Draft an invitation. Now, this is kind of an informal one, right? An invitation. Professor S.V. Gupta and Mrs. Kanchan Gupta, just like in the form, you have seen this very commonly on the cards as well, invitation cards as well. Request the pleasure of your company on the occasion of their wedding of the one and only son, Majish to Sunita, daughter, Mr. Date at Hotel Taj Palace, SP Marg, New Delhi. RSVP, right from this. Okay, thanks a lot if everything is clear, Pawan. Thanks a lot. Alternate starting, this can be professional. This is a bit more sophisticated. Just, solicits your presence, gracious presence on the auspicious occasion of the wedding or on the function, the event of their only son, right? That you can mention on your own, seeing to the question. Very, very simple. Now, imagine that you have received a formal invitation from the same. Now, this is a kind of a reply to the person that you have to give, right? For the wedding of their son, draft a formal reply accepting the same. Now, let's suppose this was about inviting, and now you have to write a reply to this invitation, how you're supposed to do it, right? So, I have already given, you would just mention, just telling about your presence that you have accepted the offer and you would be there. Mr. Y.K. Chauhan thanks Mr. Professor S.V. Gupta and Mrs. Gupta for their kind invitation on the occasion of their wedding or of the wedding of their only son, Manish, to Sunita, right? You have mentioned everything and with pleasure accept the same. It's just that you have to tell them that you have accepted the invitation and inform them, right? Next, accepting the same, you can use these lines, and just, declining the same, you can mention this about your presence. And with pleasure, accept that, because you will not reject that with pleasure, right? And have great pleasure to be accepting the same and gladly accept. All positive lines. Now, declining the same and regret her or his inability and regret to inform that his or her inability to attend due to prior engagement. Okay. So Mohit Kumar says, I'm in college, ma'am, and I'm still watching this session. I really hope that it really helps you. It benefits you out. Right, Mohit? I really hope so. My name is Manika Mohit. I'm Manika Ma'am. You can consider me just like your elder sister only. I hope it is absolutely clear. I hope these samples, we have provided you enough samples for you to understand each type. In letter to the editor, we have almost discussed 4 to 5 kinds, 4 to 5 samples. And even I told you everything right from the scratch, how to write, where to write, all the pointers, all the common errors. Then we are just discussing this, and then we would be discussing job application and CV along with its CV as well. Okay, people, I really hope that's understood. Now, in my next question, this is all based on PYQs, guys. Okay, why we have just, selected these questions so that you can get an idea. It's like what type of questions would be asked in your paper this time as well. Okay, you have imagined that you are the principal of ABC Public School, Jalandhar, and have received an invitation to attend annual prize distribution day of XYZ Public School on 25th November. Formal reply refusing the same. This is about refusal, but you have to be very polite in that as well. Okay, people? Now, let's see that. ABC Public School, ABC is just a fictitious name. Let's suppose you have been given any such name, you have to mention that. If it is not given, then you have to write imaginary as well. Okay? Okay, people? Okay? I hope that's absolutely clear to everybody out there. Ma'am, he ठीक है, awkward हो जाएगा दीदी मेरे लिए. I'm 20 by the way. Oh my God. Nothing to be awkward in this. Okay, people? Okay, Mohit? So guys, as you can see, ABC Public School Jalandhar, 20 November, the principal of ABC School Jalandhar would like to thank the management, the principal and the staff of ABC Public School for having inviting us. But still, due to prior engagement or due to any other commitment, we are not able to come, or we won't be able to, we won't be present there, right? It's not Monica. Writing Monica, what a name, unique name. It's not Monica, it's Manika. It's Manika. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Any related to the other, we have almost completed 5 samples along with the format Anuj Kumar. So once this session gets over, you can just, watch the entire recording of the session that would be available on the internet on this very channel of PW English Medium. So you can watch that as well. We have discussed the format. We have discussed everything. We have discussed common errors that students actually make, and we have discussed other 5 sample questions as well. Okay. Now it is going to be started. 20 अल्फाज writing. मैम मैं job application पढ़ने आया हूँ, कब start होगा? So we would be starting the job application after this invitation as well. Sometimes, Pawan, not so often, I would say. Okay. So guys, again, another question. On 30th November, your school is going to hold its annual sports day. You want Mr. Dhanraj Pillai, a noted hockey player, the guest, to give away the prizes to the budding sports persons of the school. Write a formal invitation about 50 words requesting him to grace the occasion, and you are Karuna or Karan. Girls will write Karuna and boys will write Karan. Okay? Okay? Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, आप under 30 ही हो ना? Mohit? Ma'am, आप under 30 ही हो ना? Your accent is fabulous. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Mohit. Thank you. The whole team, Pawan, the whole team is my favorite. The whole Indian cricket team, right? So this question was also asked previously in the board examination. Now let's see. Again, we have the sender's address. We have to write it in a very crisp manner, in a very concise manner. Sunrise Global School, right? November date, Mr. Dhanraj Pillai, the chief guest. Then we have his address. Then we have New Delhi. Then we have the subject. We have the salutation. And it has been written, it is our pleasure to write to you from Sunrise Public School to invite you to just, give prizes to the budding sports person so that they can feel motivated. And you just have to write in just 50 words, right? Like this. So you can easily write it this way. Guys, you have to mention all those 4 W's, right? Who is the host, where it would be, what will be the time, right? Okay, people. Next, informal invitation as well, because we have discussed formal. We have discussed one informal as well, but this is specifically informal, right? How you're going to write it. So this is the format. This is the format of an informal letter of invitation. Date, sender's address, date, the one who you would be writing. Finally, my dream of opening an excellent, exclusively parlor for ladies has come true. Well, I have named it as in SNP, and do you know who is coming for the inauguration? So these are the ways in which you have to remember if you're writing an informal letter of invitation. You have brought a new house in Meerut. Write an informal letter of invitation inviting your friends and family to the housewarming ceremony. Mention the day's date and then everything. As Rajesh Sharma draft an invitation. So the one has given us our name. You have to write as Rajesh. Rajesh Sharma. Okay, people? Ma'am, your hair is so silky. What do you use to wash it, ma'am? Because I have a sister and Rakhi is coming. So can you tell me? I don't use any other thing except shampoo. That too, just twice a week, right? So you want to gift your shampoo, you want to gift your sister that shampoo that I use actually? Is that so, Pawan? Your focus should not be more on hair, first of all. It should be here itself. And still, okay, once this class gets over, and I'll definitely tell you that, right? It's secret. It's secret. I'll definitely tell you once this class gets over. Okay, Pawan? So, next. Again, we have sender's address, then we have date, we have dear, Why I have written PQR? Because it is not mentioned, so you have to write some name as well, right? I hope this letter finds you in good health and high spirit, because this is an informal note. Okay? Okay? So, I am writing this to inform you that with grace of God, I have recently bought a new house in Meerut. To celebrate it, I have organized a housewarming ceremony and would be delighted if you could join me for it, right? The ceremony will be held on Sunday. Date, time for my new residence, apartment has been mentioned, address has been mentioned. I'm looking forward to sharing this special occasion with you. Please be on time if you are able to attend. Okay, people, very simple. So now how you going to reply to those informal ones or formal ones? You are the student head, cultural affairs. So these are the questions that you can easily go through. And this was the question that was asked in the question paper, 2023 question paper, right? So you can easily check this. The Honorable Education Minister, Dr. Shah, has consented to be the chief guest. Design an invitation card to be sent to the parents and other invitees as well. Make all necessary, mention all necessary details. Now this question I'm giving you as a sort of homework, right? So once this session gets over, as we have done so many questions, more than enough questions, so please do it in homework and do let me know, because I would be taking the next session as well on some other topic. So do let me know if you could practice and if you could write it. Okay. So Mohit Kumar is writing, I did not have such a good teacher during my school days, but still if you have it now, so you should take advantage of it. And if you are able to understand everything, so that's a good thing. And I would really wish you all the very best. Okay. Okay, ma'am, then you can recommend any face moisturizer or something then. Your face is very charming and your smile is very nice, ma'am. Oh my God, so many compliments out there. So is it the way to compliment me directly or indirectly? What's that, Pawan? Okay. Now, so question I've already given you. Please do it in homework and do let me know in the comment section, through the comment section as well. So because I go through each and every comment once even the class gets over, right? So I'll keep checking that as well. Again, now your friend is hosting a class reunion at his newly built resort. He has invited you to join the celebration on this many date. Write an informal letter of reply in 50 words expressing your inability. Imagine your friend is about to throw a party and you are not able to attend it. Oh my God, how sad. You are Sehaj or Sahil. Sehaj or Sahil. Girls will write Sehaj and boys will write Sahil. This question was also asked in CBSE 2023. So again, sender's address, date, receiver's address, then you just write name, receiver's name, and then you write, Dear Rohit, I feel honored for being invited to attend the class reunion, right? And newly built XYZ resort and Saturday, this, I would have loved to meet everyone and catch up with the same. However, due to some unavoidable reasons, I cannot be there. I won't be able to be present there, right? Hope you will enjoy the day. Yours lovingly. Now, you are not supposed to write truly and sincerely on this. You're not supposed to write sincerely on this because this is informal. Okay, people? Now, again, the next question, you are Manoj or Meena, you have received an invitation from your friend. How many questions? Student must be thinking, ma'am, kitne questions karaoge? How many questions we would be doing? Keep doing like this. You are Manoj or Meena. That means boys will write Manoj and girls will consider them as Meena. You have received an invitation from your friend Vijay to party to celebrate his admission in a prestigious management institute. Write an informal letter in about 50 words accepting the invitation, right? Mentioning everything. Again, the same thing. Sender's date, Dear Vijay, I am delighted to receive your invite to your party to celebrate your admission to the greatest or the prestigious management institute. Thanks for the same. I'm really happy for you and I would love to be a part of your celebration. Still, I can't help you out, right? The day, the date, the time and the venue you have mentioned in the invitation suit me perfectly. So I'll be there at your party on Saturday, 4th March at 7 a.m. at your residence. Okay, people? Okay? I hope you would understand this, right? She's an English teacher, not a dermatologist. So why are you asking her cosmetics? Oh my God. Stop arguing over these guys. It's okay. No worries. Just, focus here. Okay. Right, people? No, I'm from UP. I'm from Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh. Western UP. Right, people? I hope all clear. I hope absolutely clear and you have no doubt till this point of time. Right, people? Now, next thing. For just a recap purpose. Okay? Just a recap purpose. Receiver's address, subject. Then you have thank you, accept the or reflect the rejecting the, and congratulate if you have accepted it. Right, people? Now, letter writing as job application. Mohit was eagerly waiting me to start with job application along with CV. So, we are going to begin with that. Okay, people. So, letter writing, job seekers frequently make use of this particular type of letter writing in order to present themselves, in order to just, write. That is to be written. How it is to be written? Let me tell you that as well. So, whenever a job seeker writes in order to inquire about a certain position, right, people? So, it has to be written along with a covering letter as well. That you may call a resume also. Okay? Okay? Is that clear? Clear, clear, clear? So, let me have a sip of water. It's been very long. I have been speaking. Okay, guys, let me just have a sip of water and I'll be resuming then. Right, people? So actually, I want to ask you one thing over here to all the job seekers, because after your 12th class, you would be just, going for further studies, you would be in college and then you would be preparing for the interviews and all. So English, this just, writing these letters is not just about just writing and you're presenting it to somebody. It just, you are being assessed on certain parameters. This just, helps you to write with certain clarity. It gives a logical way to your ideas, to your thoughts process as well, and it helps you to write with proper presentation clarity and accuracy, isn't it? So that you can practice, so that you can become a pro at communication skills, isn't it? So it gives you a way, it paves a way for you, isn't it, guys? So again, I would say there are certain guidelines to be followed. Be polite while writing, direct your opening remarks to the needs of the interest of the prospective employer. So if your talent, if your just qualification matches with the requirement of the employer, right, keep your letter brief and concise. It has to be clear and crisp, right? Do not exaggerate anything, because nobody is interested in knowing about so many details. It's just that if the employer finds you a right fit for them, right, definitely they would be interested in reading further, otherwise not at all. Avoid long winding confusing sentences. Watch out for spelling, punctuation and grammar. Let's suppose you have applied for the post of English professor. So what if you have made grammatical errors? What if you have made certain spelling errors in your CV or in your application, so that the person would just get confused and would think of, it's like, how can you become an English professor? It's if you have made so many errors in your covering letter, in fact, isn't it? So that would become ironical. So you have to focus on all these things in your mind while writing a job application along with the CV. The very first question on screen, because we never understand more than the questions that have been given. So giving these questions and understanding through these questions is the best way to understand these types of letters. You are Amar or Anita. Please sit with full patience to understand this kind, because this will actually help you out. A fresh MBA graduate from Singla Institute of Management, Kushbag. You saw the given advertisement in a newspaper and wish to apply for the position advertised. So, which is the position that you have been seeing, right? A fresh MBA graduate, you are from Singla Institute of Management, Kushbag. You saw the given advertisement in a newspaper and wish to apply for the position. Write a letter to the Indian Helptel company along with your biodata expressing your interest in the advertised post. What is the company? It's India Helptel Company. Now, management trainees required. Let's suppose this is the cues that has been given by India Helptel Company for its India-wide logistics department. It is about logistics department. Whom do we need? Fresh MBA graduates, specialization in marketing. So what are the requirements? Let's read them first of all. The one who are fresh graduates, MBA graduates, not BTech graduates, MBA graduates. Secondly, those who have done specialization in marketing, right? Thirdly, skill excellent, communication skills, both written and verbal. The one who is good at written and verbal communication, right? Then languages preferred, English and state language. Let's suppose if it is in UP, let's suppose if it is any other area. So the state language has to be well versed with, right? The one has to be well versed in this language. Now, biodata CV, okay, fine people, that you can see. This is just the performa that has been given. Your name, right? Father's name, date of birth, gender, nationality. I would suggest everyone to write humanism in national, in this, what if somebody asks you about what? Religion, right? Humanity is above all, and humanity is the greatest religion, I would say. Nationality, if you are in Indian, language is known, permanent address, educational qualification, 10th from this school and 12th from this school with this many percentage. Let's suppose I have scored 97%, right? And this is 90%. And if I say 10th from this public school and 12th from this public school, B or BCom from this particular, let's suppose if I say from Delhi University, right? Then you have B.Ed from this Kurukshetra University, let's suppose. That you have to keep in mind. Work X, how much work experience do you have? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So Pawan is asking me, ma'am, you were not angry for the compliments, right? No, I'm not angry at all. No, Pawan. Okay. Okay, okay. Pawan is saying, no, ma'am, I won't argue, especially when you said, ma'am, okay. So that means you listen to your teachers. You're a very obedient child, Pawan. Okay. Yes, absolutely, Mohit. So, work experience, skills, team spirit, leadership, these are the qualities. What are your qualities? What are your strengths? Definitely, right? References, if there is any reference that you can mention, then name, designation, email address, that has to be written properly because the employer would contact you. What is the medium of contact? That is email address, and that would be your email address only. Declaration, let's suppose my name is Manika Garg. So, I, Manika Garg, declare that all the information that is given by me in the above thing is actually accurate and just true to my knowledge. Okay, like that. So I hope all clear. Next question, you are Mahesh Mrinal. Boys will write Mahesh Mrinal of 86 MK Venue, Pratap Nagar. You are a commerce graduate. Even I was a commerce graduate. You saw the given advertisement in a newspaper and wish to apply for the position advertised. Write a letter along with the detailed biodata. SK Global Bank, you are hiring management trainees, qualification, experience, skills, apply this, and this and this. So many things have been given this way. Oh, thank God, ma'am. I thought you were ignoring my message due to that. No, not at all. I don't ignore my students. Don't ignore anyone. All my students are equal for me. No biasness at all. So don't worry about it. I am not ignoring your messages due to that. So, okay, I just want you to pay attention here itself. Okay. So, SK Global Park, we are hiring management trainees, qualification, experience, skills, apply with biodata, the manager, SK Global, 45, Pratap Nagar, so on. Right? Okay, Mohit is saying, Pawan, please study, don't involve in conversation. No, my God. The best students of my class are so engrossed in learning. That's a greatest sign. That means I got success. I'm so overwhelmed that my students are actually paying utmost attention to the class. So you came across the following advertisement in a leading newspaper for the post of senior sales manager of Bharti Airtel. So write a job application for the same with your CV. Bharti Airtel. Bharti Airtel, guys. Okay. I'm doing BBA from IILM University, Greater Noida. Oh my God. Wow. That's great, Mohit. Now, you have written a letter along with, covering letter along with CV. What is the covering letter? Again, the address, date, the HRD manager. You see the lines, these words are capital. Bharti Airtel, Middletown Row, New Delhi, subject, salutation. This is in reference. What is the line that you are supposed to use? This is in reference to your advertisement published or posted in the Times of India, dated this. Kis din tha? Which was the newspaper where it was published? Regarding a vacancy for the post of sales manager, I wish to present myself as a candidate for the same. Or you can also write, I wish to just, present my candidature for the same. Now, what you are supposed to mention, mind it. Let's suppose you are applying for the job interview and you already possess some work experience. So you would say, I have worked in Reliance. I had been working as a junior sales manager. Now I wish to apply for the post of a senior sales manager because of my work ex. And you are so expert in all doing things, your tasks, right? You would say, so it's been 3 years and I'm quite conversant with the mobile world. That means you are well versed with everything, right? You know the things, you have adequate knowledge about it. I want to change for a better opportunity. This is for everybody. We should never we should never speak anything wrong about the previous company. This leaves a very bad impression. This may leave a very bad impression on the upcoming employer as well. So that's why we should always leave on a very positive note, right? This is just for better future prospects, just for enhancing my skills further, just for looking for a better opportunity. I'm just applying for a new post, right? So you would say, just please, that would be, I would be so grateful, I would be so humbled if you give me a chance, if you give me one chance to prove my metal. Metal means here, not, we are not talking about metals and non-metals, we are talking about metal ability, right, people? So thanking you and hoping for a positive response, and then you have written yours truly. Okay, hope that's done, right? Right, people? So please go through it once. Okay, people, I hope that's absolutely true to everybody and that's absolutely understood by everyone. Name, Manish Kamlesh is the father's name. Date, address, mobile number, your current email address. Indian, nationality is Indian, religion is humanism, male, single, your qualifications, right? Extreme, you have to write everything in that. Okay? Okay, people? I hope that's all clear to everyone. Okay? Now, BCom honors, black belt in karate, your skills, diploma in fine arts as well. Then you have languages known, you know English, you know Hindi, and you know German as well. That's a plus. Then you have experience in religion, I was saying religion, Reliance Geo as junior sales manager. You have swimming and quicking. You have 50K per month, 6 lakhs per annum. You have Dr. Amitabh Bachchan, child specialist, Tata Center, Mumbai. This is your references, right? Then you have date, and then you have these signature as well. So I hope by this time you would not face any problem. You are not just, supposed to mention any extra or irrelevant detail in your CV, in your covering letter, in your this biodata, the application that you would be writing. You have to be very clear, you have to be very crisp, guys. Okay, people, I hope this session was actually useful for everybody out there. Now we have another question, Anita or Amit, right? Of Civil Lines, Kanpur sees the following advertisement in the World News and decides to apply for the post of sales manager in a reputed export house. Write an application along with your CV. So your covering letter, you have to mention everything everything relevantly, right? Write clear and concise manner. Just apply for the post, right? Mentioning your work ex, right? Apply and mention your work ex. And then in your CV, in your biodata and in your CV, just, mention about everything in a very crisp and logical manner. Okay? 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 Any doubts till this point of time? So please try to complete, please try to practice this in your homework. So you have been given these are two questions in your practice, as your practice questions for your paper, guys. I hope you would do the same. And before this, let's just have a brief recap of whatever we have done. Right, people? Just let's have a brief recapitulation of whatever we have done. So we could understand through this session, we could understand what? Right now, we don't have that paid batch, Mohit. That would be very soon. Recapitulation, we have letter to editor. We have job application. And then we have right? So keeping all these things, what we need to remember, we need to first of all remember things to remember, right, people? You have to remember the layout or the format. It holds marks, right? You have to take care of date, manner of writing date. You have to just mention about the take care of the body while writing, right? When it comes to intro part, when it comes to causes and effects, suggestions or conclusion as well. Okay, people, you have to just, remember everything. Okay. So with City Mohit, things to ponder, I have already told you. So while writing, you have to mention, you have to remember 4 W's, right? Which in case of invitation, basically, right? And there are two kinds, formal invitation and informal as well, right? So many samples have been discussed, right, people? So we have discussed so many samples. Read those samples and practice questions given in session. I really hope that everybody enjoyed the session, right, people? So hope to see you soon. I would say very soon instead, in the upcoming one. Till then, stay tuned with us. Bye-bye. Take care. A very good evening to all the 12th graders out there. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone. Keep working and keep practicing whatever has been discussed. Have a very good evening.